Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with today's best trade ideas. All right, now looking at the currencies, dollar gains on euro before Fed meeting, right? So what we're going to see is ahead of the Fed meeting on Wednesday, you're going to see the markets sort of just fluttering about, right? Dollar index here, you can see dollar Swiss just tweaking through some levels, right? If anything, to me, these are like false breaks. The market's sort of cleaning out the cobwebs ahead of the Fed. Now, when it comes down to looking for general trade ideas like today, right, in a lead up where, the big releases are coming out on Wednesday, and what I'm talking about there, primarily the Fed interest rate meeting, that's like one of the key events of the month. You come back in and look at today, like what's going to happen realistically? Well, funnily enough, we do have a few things coming out here, probably more euro related, because we've got the euro and US. We've got the S&P Case-Shiller numbers out of the US. We've got GDP numbers out of Germany, probably more important than the Eurozone ones themselves. And just connect the dots. Euro is in play here. So but understand that the opportunity here on Euro, and I'm just looking at the hourly chart here, is probably short term. Now, the trend is down, but there's plenty of room for it to bounce back up to 108.90 if those European numbers are strong and the US home price numbers are weak, right? That's a fact. If the numbers are sort of pretty close to expectations, you're just going to get it sort of moving around like this ahead of the Fed, right? So what I'm looking for is stronger numbers, weaker US numbers. We get it up to sort of this ballpark, and that's where you could be looking to get into a trade, right? But don't forget, by the time we hit tomorrow, sort of start of the North American session, the markets are going to really probably stall ahead of the Fed. Now, just a trick for those traders looking for opportunities here and trying to work out what's what, always think of the bigger trend. Like when I think of trading opportunities, I'm thinking, well, is this potentially going to create a shift in the trend? Because when you look at the hourly charts, which I'm on now, yeah, you can sort of see sort of a few things moving around, like dollar CAD. Yeah, it's moving down. You might be thinking, wow, this thing's breaking down, right? But if I flick over to the daily charts and I just get this up, you can actually see here, dollar CAD is in a much bigger sideways range. And if anything, it's just rolling off the top a touch. It's not exactly breaking down or breaking a new trend. Okay, so just be aware, match up your charts, work out what's going on. Like once again, you're looking at, say, dollar Swiss. We've got a short-term support trend line there. You might be starting to get all excited and think, well, I've got a great trading opportunity here. We'll just flick over to your daily charts, check the what's going on, say on dollar Swiss, and to me, yeah, it's heading down for sure. So that could be something to really, get your teeth into, like something that's worth looking at. And if you're redrawing the trend lines, no surprise where dollar Swiss stalled on that last run. It's that new trend line, and that will be in play. So resistance here, yep, dollar Swiss could be a sell. What do we need for that? Well, we need strong euro numbers. And that means buy Swiss, sell dollars. All right. So that's where we are. But today, it's a bit of a transition day ahead of, where the week really starts. The last thing you want to do is throw away a bit of cash, trying to sort of, eke out like 10 or 20 points on something. Just wait and be patient, right? There's a lot of instruments here that are building pressure, right? What I mean by that is there's the Fed, the talk of it, potential them pushing back rate hikes. That creates a strong dollar situation, which gives us good dollar momentum. You'd expect the dollar to sort of go up and the other pairs to go down. Should they come out and start telling us that it's really time to cut rates, which it's definitely not. The numbers in the States don't support that. Well, then you'd see the dollar fall and the other instruments rally. What we've got to do is just wait, be patient, look at what's in front of you now. Do not trade the Fed decision today. It's a smaller opportunity. Right? Keep an eye on the Eurozone numbers, the S&P numbers, sort of match them up. And there's a good time difference between these as well. So that's where we are. Not much I can do about the markets. They'll move when they're ready. But if you're looking for action, we've got plenty tomorrow. Aussie, Kiwi numbers, Chinese numbers. You've got a whole range of German inflation, retail sales, unemployment. And then last but not least, if I just scroll down a touch there, you'll see we've got the Fed interest rate meeting at the end of the, mostly at the end of the North American day. and that'll tell us where the dollar's going against everything. That's the key, right? So today, euro looks the best opportunity. All right, guys, have a good one. Cheerio.